Personal Garage. Today we are heading down to my buddy Josh's house. He's got a side-by-side that needs front wheel bearings replaced. He says he's already replaced one side, but we're going to do the other side, help him out. And then we got to run down the road to Rural King, and I need to stop by Harbor Freight, see if I can't find a seal puller for the 2007 Arctic Cat. Yes, I haven't got to do much more with it. I have, however, got the ball joint out of the lower A-arm. There's one of them. And the ball joints out of the upper A-arm. So those are out. Yeah, I still haven't got the order parts yet. Just life in general, family stuff going on. Just haven't been able to order the parts yet, but I will get them ordered. But my goal for today is to go see if I can't find a seal puller for the seal in there. I know you can't see it, it's a little dark. I don't have all the lights on. But I'll see if I can find a seal puller. I did find some bolts, which they are in the truck. Bolts for the spindle right here. I have one that was a little stripped out, and I did find some new bolts yesterday for that. The long bolt for this A-arm, I'm probably going to have to order that. I'm going to take it with me today and see maybe if I can't get lucky and find one somewhere, but I'm probably going to have to order it. Tractor Supply didn't have, or Advance Auto didn't have a long enough bolt to go through it. They had the right thread and right pitch, but just didn't have a long enough bolt. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I also did find the 30mm socket to fit that. So I have the right socket to fit that. So this side here is going to be the next. Possibly when I come back from Josh's there this evening, I'm going to come in and start on this side and get this side taken off, get everything apart, get the ball joints knocked out. So as soon as I can get those things ordered, they're going to be ordered and back on. The side-by-side you saw outside at the beginning of the video, that is my wife's side-by-side, and I took it down last weekend and changed the oil and filter in it. Got that changed. Took the skid pans off the bottom, cleaned all the mud out of there. It was pretty nasty, and overall just checked some things out on it. Took the air filter out, tried to clean the air filter, and the only thing I had to use to clean on the air filter was some brake fluid, or brake cleaner. So I sprayed a little bit of brake cleaner on it, and next thing I know, my finger went through the filter. Yeah, I knew better. I shouldn't have done it. I usually use lacquer thinner. We used to use lacquer thinner on our RC cars, nitro RC cars, and it just causes the foam to just expand open, and it opens up and you can literally watch the dirt just run out of it. That's what I like using. It works well, and I've used it a lot on filters, on different filters, weed eater filters, like I said, nitro RC car filters, motorcycle air filters out of 4-wheelers and stuff, and it's never damaged the filters, never damaged them all, never had any problem, not like the brake clean. So I got a new air filter on the way. I did get that ordered, and then the next thing I got to do on it, I've got to get some of the panels off and adjust the valves, try to get the valves adjusted on it. I've got a manual for it too, so hopefully be pretty easy to do that and get those adjusted. And then just check out a few other things. The linkage to the two carburetors, because it's got two carburetors. Just make sure there's no slop in that and that they're working smooth. And other than that, that should be it for that unit. My truck, I've got to check it out today while I'm down Josh's. He's got it's my father-in-law's garage, and I'm going to pull it up in there and jack the front end of it up and see. I almost feel like I have something that has some play in there. Something's wore out. Don't know maybe if it's wheel bearing or what it is, but we're going to try. I jacked it up here yesterday and messed around with it and couldn't get any movement out of it. But a trick my brother showed me was to jack it up under the front A-arm, lower control arm, and you can check your ball joints that way. You can get it jacked up and get the tire just up off the ground, put a pry bar up under it, lift up and down on the tire, and if you've got any play in there in the ball joints, you'll be able to see it. So I'm hoping with jacking it up that way, I get the pressure off of the axle, everything, get it to where it's almost straight, and then see that way if I've got play in it. So that's what's on the agenda. I got a few tools here I'm going to take with me to Josh's just in case we need them. And hang in there, and we'll see about firing this video back up when I get down there. We'll see y'all in a bit. Alright guys, I'm back. I took you with me to my buddy Josh's to work on his side-by-side and to look at my truck. Got there, he was already busy starting to work on it. I hurried up, got out, got my tools out, and went in to help him. Forgot about setting up the camera and doing a video. We got his fixed, got new wheel bearings put in it, and seals, got it all back together, working great. Looked at my truck, and looked at the front end stuff, checked the ball joints, a few other things. Couldn't find anything wrong with it. So I'm back at my shop, and what I'm going to work on now is getting this other side, the other side here, the rotor and axle, everything loose, and get the A-arms off of it. While I was down there with him, we took a little trip to the goodie store. Went down to Harbor Freight and picked up a couple things. I got, let me grab them here. Carter pin set and a seal puller. Hopefully this seal puller is going to work. So we'll get that opened up here in a little bit. I shot a video last week. I might have mentioned it in the first part of this, that removing the ball joints and out of the right side. Got both of them out and everything. And the spindle nuts where the ball joints go in, one of them was, the threads on it were stripped pretty much about middle ways. Not out at the end, but middle ways. The only thing I can figure, that's where the ball joint rubbed on. So I picked these up at Advance yesterday. They had the exact size that I needed. The only bolt that I couldn't get, this is the upper swing arm bolt, and it's actually bent. I took some sandpaper to it and cleaned all the corrosion and stuff off. I looked everywhere today for this. Well, I tried Advance yesterday, went to Tractor Supply. Then today we went to Rural King. That was about it. Now, that's about all my choices I have. I could have went to Lowe's or Home Depot, but I didn't. I said, you know what, I'll just order these offline. I found a parts house online. I think I can get 2 of them for under $10. So I'm just going to order 2 of those. Still haven't got my ball joints yet. We're going to get that. But right now we'll try to get this side all taken care of tonight, get it all loose, and open up that seal puller and see if I can get it to work to remove that seal. that is going to be, I don't know if it's going to work or not. We'll try it and see. I don't know. The opening is pretty big, and I don't know if this if the head on this thing is going to be wide enough to be able to get leverage. I might have to try to figure something out. But I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and open it up right now and try it out first. And see if we can't go ahead and get that taken care of. Get it out, because I do have the new seal. This one, Harbor Freight, I haven't got it open yet. Yesterday I looked at one at Advance, and it was like, I don't know, 14, 15 bucks, somewhere in there. And it just had like a flat steel handle, and it had one hook on the end of it. And for as much as what they wanted for it, I was like, yeah, I know, I've seen those at Harbor Freight before. And I tell you what, this one here is actually a little more beefy looking than the one that they had, so even for being a cheapie, hopefully it'll last longer. These heads look to be the same. No difference. I thought maybe one was just a little bit wider, but I don't believe it is, so I'm going to try it and see if it takes it out of there. So hold on here, and I'll bring you over with me so you can watch what I'm doing. Might be a little bit dark. Let's see. Let's move you in a little bit closer. Bring some more light over here. Maybe you can see this way. Figure out a way to hook this thing. Do it like that right there. That gives you a little more light. Hopefully you can see that. Well, look at there. Got that sucker right out there, just like I wanted. Alright, got her out. Slicker than a ribbon. I think I paid $7 for this versus paying what did I say, $14, $13.99, something like that. So it just paid for itself as far as I'm concerned. I know I'll use it down the road. So, man, that diff full stinks. I just want to get that cleaned out nice and clean. So when I put the new seal in there, I don't have any problems. There we go. All good and clean. Looks pretty good. Ready for the new seal to be put in. Alright, now we got that taken care of. Pick you back up here. I'm going to move you around here to the other side. Got a close up of me. I know you'd love to see that. We'll get you set down here and we're going to get started taking this side here apart. Let's see if we can find you a good spot. Get a little more light over here. There we go. Now, the right way they say to do this is to hold the brakes, lock the brakes, and try to do it. Doing the other side, locking the brakes, I couldn't do it. I had to use a pry bar and wedge it up in here and try to get it to do it that way. So what I'm going to be doing is just trying to hold down on the thing while I break it loose. There we go, got it to turn there. Also, I found me a 30mm socket. It's not a impact, which I wanted. I wanted a short impact. I did find a long one. This one is just a cheapie, Tech Pro 30mm from Advance. They had a deep well in an impact, but the thing was like $17.99, and I know you need it. I don't know how many times I'd use the thing. I don't even know if I'd ever use it again or not, but I can get a whole set at Harbor Freight for $19.99. So I couldn't see paying $17.99, $18 for one socket when I can go down there and get the whole set, which I didn't get them. I'll get them later. I'd already bought this one, so I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, then yeah, I'm going back to get the impact sockets. Let's see, I got to take the clip off. Caught a pin. The other one fell right off her. This one here I guess is going to be a little harder to come out. There it is. Yeah, we'll clean that up a little bit and that'll be alright. Bearings feel good though, just a little dirty. Boot looks okay. No damage there. Axle here has just a little bit of rust on it. Which I'm gonna sand that down, tape everything off, shoot some paint on it. Take care of that. The only thing I hate about these swivel heads, sometimes they're hard to get on there. Of course, you got this plastic guard right here in the way. It makes it a little difficult. Hopefully these bolts will come right out. I hope. Oh yeah. Those look pretty good. Not really any corrosion on them, maybe just that's a little bit of dirt. That one there looks really good too. No corrosion at all right there on that, like there was on the other ones. A little bit on the thread right there. And there we have it. We'll clean those up really good. That look good. Alright, let me lay this stuff down over here and I'll come back and get you all. And show you what we got. Alright, here we go. Now you can look at my ugly face for a minute. Alright, so everything is off the front end. Front end on that thing is totally done. Taking it apart wise. And here we have everything. As you can see, here's the right side. And these I already got the ball joints out of. These, I'll get the ball joints knocked out of those. I won't do the video on that. I did, you all see where I took these out and how I took them out. And just got some cleaning up to do now. Get the parts ordered. Like I said, these bearings, a little dirty looking, but I'm gonna clean them up, but there's no play in them whatsoever. Either one, there's no play in those. So we'll let those ride for now. And I usually try to check my bearings, like, I'll jack it up every once in a while and grab hold of the wheel and shake them and see, if I feel any kind of play or movement. If I do, then I'll look at getting new bearings. Bolts. Here's the bolts here that I picked up for the spindles. Hold the tie rods or ball joints in. Sorry. Was able to find those at Advance, the exact size I needed, same length, everything. The only difference, the heads are a little bit bigger on them, but that's not going to matter. These two bolts here, the upper A-arm bolts. This is one here that's bent. This one here is not bent. It's good. Looks pretty rough though. That's WD-40 on it, so it's going to look a little dark looking, but it's not bent, but it is rough. And a place I found to order these, I can get them pretty cheap, but you get two when you order them. So I'm just going to replace both of those and be done with that. The seals, I got the seal out last night. You'll see that. Ready to stick that in. So guys, I guess that'll be it for today. Thanks for following along with me. Sorry, had a little brain fart there for a second. I appreciate it. If you like videos, please like, subscribe, hit that little bell for the notifications when I post a new video. I've got, once I finish this one up here, I've started, the card I got in my GoPro here is only 16 gigs, so it only lets me do about 21 minutes of video, and then I got to take it out, download it, and it's a pain in the butt. But that's what I got to work with right now. I'm going to get me a bigger card so that way I can do, you know, one whole video and then download it and be good. So I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and remember, there's always something that needs to be fixed around your house, wherever, whatever. Go help a buddy out. You might have a buddy that needs help fixing something, whether it be a vehicle, four-wheeler, side-by-side, motorcycle, deck, you know, anything. But y'all have a good one, and thank you very much.